Bruh. Bruh. Hey, traders. Happy Labor Day to you. It's been a long weekend coming to a close, and just as we saw the technical breakout yesterday, we're finally catching some fall through price action. Not much has changed except right what was kind of implied is starting to happen. May change tomorrow or later, but it's going upward, and there's not really much of anything in terms of resistance till 57.5. That just, dude, it's the same analysis like every day, man, right? But yeah, we did get that technical breakout yesterday of some sort. Bullish engulfing candle yesterday. Hidden bullish divergence was in development on the daily yesterday. Positive momentum for the first time, right, since the hidden bullish divergence developed. So this could build into something hopefully insane. Big positive histogram outline like that could, you could visualize Bitcoin being at 58K ish, right? Audio levels, how are we doing on that? Because of course, it's always something. I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, the microphone is so close to my face. I mean, I turned it down now, so it should be like, if you're complaining about the audio levels when I just turn the music down like that, then something's wrong. So yeah, man, breaking above the 618 from the all-time high to the correction low, that's a big deal. And we just had a lot of altcoins doing some really spectacular things today. They were in different areas, right? I mean, you had some that had broken inflection points, were back testing them, but just had not caught bids yet. And then you had some that have gone berserk and are at all-time highs now. Some that were just below major inflection points and had not yet broken to the next level. And yeah, I mean, like today, wow, Keep up 33%, FTM up 15%, all-time highs. Theta's up 15% almost, Hex is up. Wow, it's over 40 cents right now. Algo's up almost 10%. It broke out. I mean, XRP, nothing surprising about a lot of these assets going insane because they're respecting their previous levels as support successfully. Not once, but twice sometimes, right? So yeah, I mean, see you at much higher prices, most likely. Remember the weekly closed yesterday, bullish engulfing candle yesterday, in the bullish control zone confirmed yesterday. No overhead resistance on the weekly until 57.5 yesterday, today, all the same, right? Tremendous upside potential according to the oscillators and really what was just painted to close the week, right? So, wow, I just don't even know what to say. It's incredible, dude, everywhere. All-time skills. Ethereum, huge engulfing candle last week. Highest weekly candle close of all time. That's real. And now, look at this. I mean, you're just, for now, from the old all-time high, that week of May 3rd, you broke it yesterday and last week. And today, this week, you're back testing it, maybe as support. Whoa, that'd be pretty cool, right? To confirm what was once a resistance from the past is now support. That would be legendary. So stay above 39.30 and some really good things could happen. You're not overbought. You're 68 on the RSI on the weekly. Obviously bullish control zone. Daily, a little overbought. Right? And yeah, if you start stalling out, maybe bearish divergence might start developing on the MACD and RSI. But what we know about looking left is you're not at a fib node, nor are you at an inflection point quite yet. You got a little bit more upside before, there could be an argument for maybe people could have sell orders, right? Maybe sell orders at 4,082. Definitely maybe sell orders at 4181 and possibly 4386, the wick high, that all-time high. Yeah, GRT 18% swing in a day or less than a day. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. It went all the way down to 91 cents. Boom. Thank you, Stephen M, for the threes. Glad you think so. I mean, yeah, if you're like not if you're in this community and you're not part of the Discord, wow, you're just really doing yourself a disservice, because there's just so much value in the Discord alone. Not just the Patreon Discord, but just like the normal Discord. Okay, thanks, dude. So remember yesterday there was technically a confirmed bullish engulfing candle, and we're just not doing much. We're near the close from yesterday and the open from today. With an hour 45 minutes to go till this candle's closed. The daily candle closes across crypto. So yeah, that's your Bitcoin, Ethereum. So we got Cardano, third largest crypto. It's down 2.44%. You know, it's hitting those fib extensions. Way up there, man. Dude. So with facial recognition. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you know, this one, it's had a really, really nice run. Of course, it could keep going, but it's not like the value has been eaten up. It's kind of gone. It's like all premium now. When you're talking about fib extensions, it's big premium for longs. Like one could, if one took a long, I mean, like there's a lot of downside potential, right? But it is really cool to see what Cardano did, where it broke all-time highs, then back tested it successfully at support, then bullishly engulfed, and until you get a daily candle close below 252, that's a valid engulfing candle. So there could be a lot more upside, but price discovery, but where are the bids in price discovery? They just haven't really shown up quite yet. As your oscillator is reset, I mean, you were overbought for a while, and you know, now you're just sitting at 62. But just not very. It's not a very strategic area using traditional technical analysis to be taking along on this asset, right? Maybe a more strategic area would have been where some people in this community took longs around $1, right? I mean, clearly it was an inflection point. If it held, it would run up to maybe 150. It did that, and then if it ever broke 150, we knew it would go to 188. It went straight up to 188. You ever broke 188? You're probably going all-time highs. Well, you broke out, and then you gained the luxury of the beautiful back test of that inflection point from May and June as support in the rally to the breakout, and then even the back test there. It's really cool. But again, it's cool to see an asset do this, but you know, actionable stuff is not there really. Binance Coin is still in that large wave structure. Hasn't really moved much since it hit. You know, since August 23rd, this thing is at the same price. So there's a fixed price on BNB around that 61.8% retrace, around $500. I get psychological resistance. Once this breaches, once you break 500 in the 618, you're probably going up to $600. There's just really nothing there. The argument is 600 because of historical correlation to trend lines with this price. So $600 eventually, still the target. This hasn't changed. And we knew if it ever broke 430, it was probably gonna go up to 600 eventually. That's the word, eventually, not immediately. What's up, Pito? What's up, Vincent, Julia, Wayne, True Stoner Man, Skyward. Good to see y'all up in the house. We got a few people watching, I think, today. You know, people are going to be watching. I mean, I'd prefer people watch when all these assets are at amazing areas of value, everything's lining up. But people prefer the pump streams. I get it. When there's action that's happening off of those really cool things that occur that we look to identify to take longs. So yeah, those are the top four. Let's look at total real quick. That I adjusted. Okay, I adjusted this channel. I know it's not like something that you take action on, but it's just confining all the price action in an uptrend within two trend lines that are parallel, right? I just had one on the bottom and readjusted, made this 2 on the bottom, and then it gave me 3, and then just like the highest point on the top, this one anchor point, and this is kind of what I got. So you can just clearly see there's an uptrend intact with all the candles confined within it. It's whatever. So I mean, really looking left, your $2.466 trillion market cap is probably the target here. I mean, if you look left, there's not really anything there if we're talking pure technicals. So what a breakout above the major inflection zone. I mean, there's a wick here on the daily. It's not visible on the 4 hour, but really, really nice uptrend. So
I like turtles.
We like turtles. Yep. So Labor Day, I mean, like, what are you, surprised or something? I'm live. I'm laboring on Labor Day. That's a good thing, dude. I labor in honor of everyone else who's working, right? It's the 8 hours, right? I think that Labor Day is in respect to the 8-hour days. It's like 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of leisure or something like that. Someone back me up if I'm wrong. Bitcoin just hit 52,500 for the first time since May. Wow.
Happy Labor Day weekend. Can you take a look at VTHO/USD on Binance? Lots of consolidation. Kang's man.
VeChain Thor, huh? VeChain Thor doing things. I mean, it has done crazy things before. So, yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Let's look at some notable gainers, though. You just gotta, can you be surprised? Come on. I mean, like, what could you ever ask for? This was doing literally everything that's taught in here every single day. This was doing it, man. It had broken out. It had confirmed the breakout. On the 4-hour, you could see discernible local higher lows, higher valleys, engulfing candle. There was technically a rising 3 methods right here that was somehow valid. And after the rising 3 methods, whatever, the rising 3 methods pattern, look what's happened. Wow, it manifested into a markup that took you directly to the level that made sense to think it would run to because of looking left, right? Yes, 62 to 64 cents was the target here, easily, just because of this is it, man. This is how it works. So straight up, straight down. So I'm sure, I know a few of y'all made some tendies on this. If it breaks that, dude, what do you do? I mean, like, was it the wick high on keep after that? Is it gonna go to $1? I think $1 would probably be 75 cents, $1 psychological resistance points. Yep.
Hi Mitch, can we look at KCs when you get there? Thanks.
What's up, YouTube, Leah? We'll look at KCS, KuCoin. Yeah. Thanks, man. All right, so that's big deal. Like the TA respected. Amazing, dude. FTM all-time highs hit what today? From your all-time high to the lowest low of the correction, you've now officially achieved a 1.618 fib extension, right? You hit it and you pull back a little bit. And that's it. There's no action to take on this. It's gone berserk. It's nuts. It's straight line up. Awesome, man. Accelerated faster than a lot of other coins. That happens. So nice to see that. This is where you could react. I mean, assets traditionally react at 1.618. It's not weird. So there you go. That's FTM if you were wondering. Theta, dude, this one looked so good right here. Anything above 587 to 626 was considered a breakout, okay? But then you go to the 4-hour. You go to the 4-hour, what was happening? Local double bottom stuff above the inflection point. That was identified. Patrons were pinged on it. It's like, you don't have to take action on it, but I'm just showing you. You're confirming a bottom here, and here we are, breaking 845, and you're on the way to $10, right? Which is going to be another resistance, psychological, and a really nice breakout. This is visible on the daily. 4-hour, it's off. I don't know. Some of these exchanges like that. So bump and run stuff, $10, 11.23, and my God, maybe $14 after that, $15. Theta, yeah, it's beautiful. Wow, really nice. Hex. On the way. Remember, if we break 35, where could we go? All I can do is say the 3618 at 44.4 cents. That's Hex. And what would we say if you broke 25 cents, you're probably going to 35 cents. You did it, reacted for a few hours, half a day, and breaking it again. And now you're, say like the 4-hour candle closed right now. It'd be at the highest 4-hour candle close of all time on Hex. It's just crazy, man. Like 44 cents. And then the 4236 after that is literally 50 cents. Bitcoin is about to be a session highs, multi-month highs. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, come on, dude. It's like literally like $3 away. $3 on an asset that's $52,500. God. So Hex, melting up. This is absolutely the largest, fastest move, impulse between August 11th and now. This is the biggest one on this chart for sure. You've had nice rallies, but they've been methodical. They've been tame. This one's out of this world. This is the crazy impulse, man. This is what happens on assets that leg up.
Quintillion McPooch tipped $21. Hero. Could you look at Atom/USD? Cosmos. Looks like it wants to break out of the range with Class A hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Convergence. Continuation.
There it is. There's multi-month highs,
Friends
chat.
said the 1 hour
Sorry, I was a
looks
little
like
late.
ugly head and shoulders.
Sure, we'll look at
Thanks.
Adam. Thanks, dude. Brad, most real comment I've ever seen ever in this live stream. He says, thanks for the Hex coverage. Can we look at Hex again immediately after looking at Hex right now? Dude, so serious. Like, wow. Real, dude. Okay, I want to see. Notable games. Still, Algo broke out, right? It broke 119.72, 120, and back tested it as support, and local hidden bullish divergence, and boom. This is exactly what freaking happens, Larry. My God.
See what happens, Larry?
See what happens, Larry, when an asset regards an old inflection point that was resistance support as support, and the momentum's bullish. It can go. So I mean, like the target eventually on this asset is like 170, 169 to 170 on Algo. This hadn't changed. If you've been here, been to like on all these at some point recently, and it's like if you break these levels, maybe back test them successfully, the next target, based on history, are the next highs, right? The next peaks, and 169, 171. That's it up there eventually. Gonna go up and down, sometimes straight up, but sometimes you chop around based on what Bitcoin does and all that. So, yep, that's Algo. Then you have XRP up 7.41%. How could you be surprised on this? If you care about traditional technical analysis, this is the most unsurprising thing ever. You gotta love it, man. It just reinforces your love for what we do, which is like you have a bump and run breakout, you broke a horizontal line resistance. You back tested it once, not once, just kidding, twice. Successful. And then a mini higher low at the top of the inflection point. Really subtle signatures that are not easy to identify. Like most people won't identify it, but you can see it if you plot these inflection points from history, how the price correlates to those trend lines, to those highs from history. And look what happened when you sprung back tested the spring markup. You're going to 150 most likely, but probably 165.
Man shrugging. Fire.
Thanks for the super chat. We'll send you to the center for kids who can't read good but can also shill S coins. Justin, thank you, dude. Okay, so that means, again, there's still upside on this asset on the way. Not a strategic entry now, you missed it. If you were patron, you knew exactly what the strategic entry was. Wow. It was given to you on a silver platter days ago. Now it's like the asset's up, my God, like, it's up 30% in like 9 days. Only in crypto, dude. Bitcoin, 52,525 multi-month highs right now as I'm speaking to you as you're breathing. Look at this, chat. Here it is. Can you be surprised, though, with no overhead resistance until 57.5? I mean, is it really that surprising? It can't be. So we're just, and it's turning into some sort of pump stream, I guess. This is just your standard Labor Day stream. And we're at multi-month highs. Highest level since May 13th. And look what happened on that fateful day. Devastation. You know, that day, 12th through 13th. Oh my God, it was terrible, dude. Bitcoin lost. At one point, at its lowest point, it lost 20.57% of its value on the day that we're having, like, we're reaching those same prices that it was at on the way down. So we might be on the way up, right? You've gone straight down, straight up before. You've gone straight down, straight up before. Straight down before. You've gone straight up, straight down before. Here, in where we are, straight up right here, right? Historically, there's a lot of evidence that this thing might go straight up again. Like, wow, that's crazy. Though. I know it's absolutely crazy to talk about. Totals hitting multi-month highs right now. 2.383 trillion dollars. Just hit it. Fresh highs, highest level since May 12th, and that was the exact same day as all-time highs. Yep, thanks, dude. Crypto kind of does love holidays. I mean, I have remember certain holidays where big moves have happened, you know, but I also remember many days where there was not a holiday at all where Bitcoin pumped, so really not that crazy. And thanks for the 1,100 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the pump, you know, right now, and these altcoins that are getting really nice bounces off trade setup entries, hit that like button, that bell, that sub, man. This is just, the crypto market is putting a seminar on traditional technical analysis in the past 6 weeks. It's beautiful, dude. It's like a work of art. It's so nice. Such an honor to be like able to participate in this market because it's working out so well. So Becca, the coordinated buy, I don't know. I mean, like, is it gonna be enough money to move the meter? No clue. I think it's spectacular that we just had a few hours ago, the first country in the world has bought Bitcoin. Right? You think, whoa, dude, this is crazy. Remember, like last year, dang, man, Square just added $50 million to their balance sheet of Bitcoin. Wow, that's crazy. And now it's like El Salvador's buying, their government is buying Bitcoin. That's Pandora's box right there. That's never happened, and it's happened today. So Labor Day, historic stream, just like we have history on Ethereum on the same day, technically, because the weekly candle, well, I mean, I guess it's the day before, the weekly candle closed at its highest level ever. So these are huge things. Those are like news-driven catalysts that could propel or propagate this asset to its next level of inflection. Wow. Wonderful, dude. Imagine being a no coiner. Sovereign money pump. Yeah. You know, I don't know if it's exactly them doing it right now, but sentiment is so good. Like, you have like just another $400 billion, you know, German institution that's now offering crypto services. It's every single day there's like new news-driven catalyst that is positive for crypto. It's like Blitzkrieg, since we're speaking German, Blitzkrieg of catalysts that are positive because the sentiment's bullish. So guess what happens in a bullish trend? Those bullish news-driven catalysts, they outperform. They're reliable and outperform, right? So this is 52,641 chat. Here we are, eyes of the quarter. Sorry. So it's tough to get away from this asset as he keeps going to its highest level with no resistance. I mean, like, you know, look, okay, so there's like this is exactly where it's at. It's this one high on the 4 hour from the date of March 3rd, where you did pull back. Or you did pull back right there, made a higher low and then went again. So I guess there's like a little high right there from February 17th. You're just touching it right now. Maybe just add an alert right there. We're breaching that for real. Here, beep. Hour 27 minutes till this daily close. It's very good, man. All right, so let's go back. You know, while it's lulling for a sec, not really, but what else, dude? Look at this on SNX chat. If this breaks, man, I must break you. If SNX chat breaks $14, your minimum target, I mean, eventually, if you're playing it, the target's $22 and change. Why? Because look at the historical price action correlation between $14 and $22. It's straight up, straight down, for the most part. So you're just strategizing that way. Bullish convergence, so strong on the daily, it can't even hidden bullish divergence. It becomes bullish convergence. It made the lower level of negative Momo on much higher prices, higher lows, and a local 4 hour double bottom. And it's that crazy strong wave structure, right? The B is somehow higher than X, you know, if we plotted that. You keep seeing that and it keeps being really bullish, you know, so in these conditions. So you just have an alert set up on SNX, man, because when $14, if it breaks, wow, and you're just showing positive momentum on the daily again, it could just be a headliner. Just butting up, like absorption of remaining supply could very well be in development right now, right? Where the buyers are there, there's just not quite enough demand to, you know, buy up all the supply that's there, because it's a major, like the second most major inflection point besides $22 to $24. And once the buyers are, you know, once they finally absorb the remaining supply, there will be not enough supply until much higher levels. And that's where you get huge markups on breakouts. Okay, just pay attention. That's why you watch. AXLM, dude, on the 4 hour, it was beautiful. We had identified this a couple days ago. Yeah, September 2nd, more than a couple days ago, a few days. So we had a breakout of a triangle. They didn't really know. It was kind of not that great looking. It was more distribution than accumulation. It's not about that. It's about a breakout and a back test, right? It was the breakout, the back test of not just the down sloping resistance. It was also a horizontal line resistance that went back to June 15th, went back to March 25th. I don't know if it was any further back. Let's see. 35 cents. Oh my God, it was. It was a high from July 2018. 2018, man. So it back tested two inflection points, one majorly historical and one just local, at the same time. It's the guy from Office Space. Oh yeah. What would you do if you had $1 million? Oh, I would go long at two inflection points at the same time. And look what's happened. It's broken above 41 cents, which is a huge resistance. The high that goes back to January 6th. Wow. Funding Jim, thanks for the $52.70 super chat. Thank you. Yes, we have looked at Hex this stream already. I appreciate it, man. Past the tardy sauce. Brad, there it is, man. There it was. The unironic. But I do appreciate it. So I don't know, we have really big technical breakout where we had identified this before and we knew it could go nuts if it broke ever. It was really over here. It was like the break, the back test right there, and then it shot up to multi-year highs, or I think all-time highs at the time. So 41 cents is important. I think you're gonna test 45 to 47 cents. It's that May and June high that a lot of assets have breached that like nothing already. Some haven't though, and XLM's in that category. But what a beautiful TA being respected breakout, the breakout, the back test, the confirmation we look for as market participants before markups occur. That's the confidence we need to take our longs. And many other people around the world are also thinking the exact same thing. That's what's being taught here. Okay, nice one, dude. Links up 5% today. Wow, can you be really that surprised? I mean, in the end, it was a bull pull, bull flag. You broke out. You tested inflection point briefly, pulled back, and now you're at another one. You're at a pretty major one. This one goes back to February of this year. And also, look, I mean, tested April 6th, tested May 27th. This is exactly where a pullback could occur. But if Link somehow breaks this inflection point, it could go straight up to $44 really fast. Just plotting that out for you so you can see what's going. I mean, there's so much correlation here. You could react, or you could just break it and go insane, you know. Pretty good stuff, man, today. I mean, it's pretty good developments across this market, and we could just go all day. I just hit the space bar, and instead of just doing requests, I just do a look at this. I mean, good God, GRT. Everything's bullish above 75 cents. Anything in between, anything above 81 cents, you can't really be bothered by it. It's all noise, right? That was all that crazy scam wick was a lot of noise right there. People probably got stopped out. It rallied back up. Now look at it. It's back at the highs we saw August 22nd and 23rd. Once that breaks, man, just you think that's probably where the next leg up will happen, going to 133. Dude, it's crazy, man. This trend line here.
Sup, dude, can you take a look at me? Thanks for everything you do.
What's that? Sorry. Extending that out. Right there. So you're still just like above the demand line, the inflection points from history. Benjamin, we're gonna have to send you to the center for kids who can't read good, but can request assets. Thank you, dude. Slide time. We're gonna send you also to the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good but can ask about S coins. Thank you, dude. Yeah, dude. Someone's asking about storage being dead again. What? I think it's just people trying to use reverse psychology to get me to look at the asset or something. Okay, so GRT, if you were scared, don't be scared. Look at the daily, man. Who cares?
It's China to me. China.
Happy Labor Day. Thank you for the educational TA. 0.01883350 LTC.
Thank you, Rodney, for the Litecoin contribution. Yeah, dude. Happy Labor Day, dude. So I think you'd be pleased, Rodney, to see GRT on the daily implying a continuation to the upside where we're showing positive momentum after the hidden bullish divergence for the first time today. First time since August 25th. Impending price action continuation. Nice rounding action locally. And all of it's above the major inflection point, the breakout point. You broke the supply line, you broke the horizontal line, the ice line, and the target's 133 to 195 still after all this time. I know, man. I know. Composite operators, master troll on this one. It's taking sweet time. But I'm hearing that it's this asset, they diluted the shares, right? They created a lot more supply and probably very well could have screwed this up. I don't know. But yeah, vastly underperforming a lot of other assets. Okay. Yeah, right. You're up 68%. That's pathetic, dude. That's pathetic, you know. Anyway, band. Wow, another trade setup that hit 1150. This is it, man. You break 1150, boom, 1470, which is a trade setup target. You're almost there, man. Just patience. Patience, right? The entry right around 745, right? A breakout and a back test of a critical ice line that's been tested too many times in history. We know what happens if it's successful in this back test as a support. Well, it would run up normally to 1150 or higher, but we're swinging for the fences on this one because we want a real nice stop loss, real reasonable. We didn't want to get scammed out, so we'd be waiting for 1470 on this. You got to break 1150. You could pull back here. You could definitely react. It's reacted before. But normally it's always been it's been a resistance before. Okay, so yeah, dude. Patience. It went all the way up and touched it today. Nice. Oh, bullish convergence going on. Yep. Local hidden divergence, kind of like a lot of other things, I guess. H-bar already broke out. H-bar is back testing the breakout as support. Pretty good. I mean, it's actually really good, but it was way better before the breakout. It looked so good before the breakout. We'd identified a classic accumulation structure on H-bar. This is another gainer today. This right here, 3 valleys, consecutive higher lows, at an inflection point. Oh man, above 25 cents, you're thinking 30 cents, bam, you're at 30, you're above 30 cents. You broke it. You broke out. And now you're back testing the breakout as support. So H-bar eventually, I mean, minimum target from here, just because there's one time or a couple times in history where you've had a pretty real reversal. April 20th and May 3rd, 34.56 cents would be like the next target that makes sense. After 34.5 cents, I think you're safe to say probably a good target's like 40 cents, 41 cents. So it's like each 5-cent increment we're seeing H-bar react or reverse. So yeah, this one was started looking really good. And then it broke upward, and it's really nice, dude. Okay, maybe we'll just start getting to some requests now. I mean, we had a few. Dang, man. Set's already over. Let me check my notes here. All right. First one was... Well, yeah, old V-Chain Thor. I thought I had more data on this one, right? I mean, dude, no way. I thought I literally had all this charted. The frick? Maybe it's in the daily. Yeah. Like going to different exchanges. I mean, I guess I didn't, but this was a perfect bullish shark pattern. X, A, B, C, D. Very, and really nice, very real hidden bullish divergence in development on the daily right now, right? And pending price action continuations being implied. It's really good. And what I love about this asset is how it's bouncing off the 200-day moving average as support. Upside, I mean, if we're talking overhead resistance, I mean, you're going to have to test that local high from August 15th. Candle high close, but I think from here, probably 2 cents, right? The candle high close from March 21st, and some more correlation in price like in April. And then above that, it's 2.4 cents, and then all-time highs. But just so you know, I mean, wow, does this look any different, chat, than like all these other assets? That's wrong. Tool. Dude, it's the same freaking picture. It actually ended up being a cipher. Wow, it was a 786. It was strong. That's really strong. 786. And so, if you're talking like aggressive targeting, 2.4 cents and 2.8 cents. Yep, it's on its way, man. Trends reversed. This is a huge harmonic structure, 160 to 200 day large harmonic. That's not a joke, dude. Can't be surprised on this one. This is what assets do when they do this, and they've been doing it across this market, and it's been going on for 6 weeks plus now, or so, right around there. Okay, next request. Yeah, it looked really good, and now is on the cusp of a major breakout. I mean, KuCoin. Let's see here. Where do I have this? I think I have all this plotted on the 4 hour, these trend lines. Let's yeah, I mean that. So once $14.88 to $15 is broken, you're going to $20. It's gonna be like boom, 25% appreciation in value pretty fast. I mean, based on history, it's straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's literally it. Nothing else. So it could go straight up again, just like it did in history. It might spend a little time. I mean, it'd be really nice to see it break $15 and then back test it as support, so market participants gain that confirmation they love, and more bids come in, and then it runs to $20. Fine, more tame. But in crypto, with momentum like it is, sometimes you just don't get that. Even though lately we have been getting some really nice, successful breakout back tests, as we just looked at a few. So above $20, which on an asset like KuCoin, I wouldn't be surprised if we ever saw prices above $20, right? The way things are looking for Binance Coin, right? KuCoin's pretty good exchange. Yeah, $24 is your 1.272 fib extension. If this ever went to all-time highs, that's your target. $26, $26.44 is the 1.414, and the gold mean ratio, the 1.618, it's $29.62, right around the $30 mark. Okay, that's where you're headed if you engage price discovery. All started with a nice little bullish bat down here at an inflection point. Nice, reacted and reversed. It was really strong. Yeah, you're on the cusp of a major breakout. Have your alert set up above like 515. You hear the beep, you know KCS is breaking up and could go to $20. That's it.
Noise! Thanks for the analysis, Mitch. Can you look at new?
Yes, Adam, I did look at it today, and it had already broken out of the supply line of the descending broadening wedge, but it had not yet broken an ice line historical support resistance until today. Big markup. So we'll look. Thank you, dude. And there's more upside on that one, but there's nothing surprising about it, right? Okay, let's see next one. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's just...
Noise!
Look at whatever you want. Respecting the TA since COVID 2020. Trying to tip you in hex.
Real Don Jasper, thank you for the $20. It's all good, man. It's all good. Maybe one day. Thanks, dude. So, at a major inflection point, that all-time high, that old all-time high from February 16th, you're at it, right? You've tested it and reacted. A little bit of bearish divergence developing on the 4-hour oscillators. You know, it's like, so when you look at an asset at these levels, it's really tough to be like, dang man, great time to long. It's not. Even if it breaks it and goes to like the fib extensions as in price discovery, it's still just like in other market conditions that aren't insanely stupidly bullish, right? This is exactly where an asset could reverse based on history, right? Historically, this asset will test around this level and reverse pretty violently and go down, right? 20+%. So at the same time, if it breaks, who knows? It could go insane. So I can't say it's an actionable area to be taking along, but I'll tell you, you're at a major level where two things happen. It tests it, rejects it, and dumps back down to $16, $17, or it eventually keeps testing it, making higher lows, and eventually absorbs the remaining supply there and breaks, and then goes into price discovery and hits the fib extensions up here, okay? I said, I'm not here to be telling you I know exactly what it's doing. It's just, you understand what I'm talking about? That's all I can do for you on assets where there isn't action to take, okay? Wow, dude, 2 subs away from 58,700. We're so close, chat. We can do this, man. Sorry, I'm off here. Oh yeah, dude, we have like countless new patrons who have joined in the past like 24 hours. My God, so many. Sam D, Nonix, Josh K, Leonard B, Barrero, Nick Heel, Joe M. I think we announced a couple of these. Maybe that was during the stream yesterday. Donnie, yeah. So also Joe C, Ski, and Alex Crypto. Thank you all for joining the Patreon. But there was also that. So this is for all of y'all. Then we're like, there's another person who joined the annual Patreon. No, we have 2 people who joined the annual Patreon in the past 24 hours. 2. So thank y'all so much for that. I really appreciate it. Make sure if you're joining the Patreon, you're syncing up your Patreon to Discord. You got to do that, man. Okay. The other who joined annually was Vanyo D. Y'all, all stars. I'm telling you, if you want to invest in yourself, and you want to learn charts, you will get a tremendous amount of value out of Patreon. It's all about what you put into it. It's what you get out. Cyborg, time to Patreon, dude. Okay, next one that met the minimum criteria for a request would be, funding Gem for Hexagon. So I got just, whatever. We'll look at Hexagon because we just looked at it. And again, there's nothing to talk about until we go to 44 cents. That's the target, 44 cents. 44.4 cents is the 3.618 fib extension. We broke the 1618, we figured probably 2618. Hit 2618, broke it, and now we're headed to 3618. You ever break the 3618, the 4236 is 50 cents. There you go. Easy. Psychological resistance, okay? Nice. There you go, dude. All right, NU, yep. I remember which one I looked at. Yeah, this was it. Okay, so NU. Broke out, right? We had identified a breakout on this, back in mid-August. It broke out, it back tested the old supply line, beautifully well-respected supply line, as a demand line, right? Form of confirmation, and began to rally, but was testing and having problems at inflection point that goes back to December 5th of last year and a couple other times in June, and tested 5 different times, you can clearly see, but kept making very slightly higher lows. So some sort of accumulation with a sell wall stuff. Then finally broke that level and spent a good part of a week back testing 32.6 cents, that inflection point, as a support. And now we're catching the markup and running to the next level that makes any sense, which is around, I think, 45.7 cents. This candle. This candle like this. Just an inflection point, maybe on the daily, on NU. Hold on. Oh, the candle high close on the daily from June 4th. That's what it is. And above that, I mean, you know, this is where we were thinking it would be headed eventually, for a common everyday retrace between 54 cents and 76.9 cents, 77 cents. Okay, and if it ever broke 77 cents, you mean, thinking 96 cents, candle high close, all-time highs up there. So yeah, it could just be the beginning for this one. It's got more upside. It's just today breached a 23% retrace from the high to the correction low. Shallow retrace. Looking for normally more moderate retraces assets run to traditionally. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw more upside on this asset that just had a really nice markup today. And yes, it is overbought on the daily, 77, highest level on the RSI in use seen since February 19th. So above the 200-day moving average for the first time since June 4th. Some stuff happening today on NU. Yes, about time. Can't be surprised, right? It lost 88% of its value from its lowest low here to the highest high. 88% retrace, even back tested inflection point, held that and rallied off of it. And there was bullish divergence down there. Just doing what a lot of other assets have been doing, man. Okay, it's crypto. Dang, dude, we got 500 likes, really? I don't believe it, man. Serious? Thanks for the 1,130 people tuned in. Yeah, 528 likes. Dang it. I appreciate that. On a Labor Day stream, dude. Yeah. But it is a pump stream, I guess, too, where we had a lot of really big things happen on the weekly candle close yesterday for multiple assets. It is spilling over into the new week, the new day, with immediate follow through price action. Technically, it's pretty awesome. So that was definitely the last request that met the minimum criteria, if you can even believe it. So we can go back to Bitcoin of 1.5%, near its highs of the day. 1 hour 3 minutes till the daily candle close, the first daily candle of the new week.
At what point do you queue up Hey Song? Should be this week. Hi.
So Colorado, thanks for the $9.99 super chat. We probably would be waiting for, like, you know, all-time highs. I mean, we're talking like $60,000+ before we queue it up, because it's an all-time high type of affair here. We got other songs that'll get us by on pumps, but there's only one. You can't devalue it, right? Otherwise, we're no better than the Federal Reserve. Just remember the weekly ABCD. The D of the ABCD is what is it again? It's like $78K, $77,000. I mean, the stage is set on the oscillators. The stage is set for an ABCD to play out. COVID crash low, all-time highs, 61% retrace, and then the 1618. Pretty simple. When it's the 16 or when it's the 618 on C, pretty simple on D, right? You don't have to guess, because, you know, if you have like a 40%, 38% retrace, it might not be a 1618. With the 618, normally the 1618. So, I'm sorry, we're talking like $87,000 to $88,000 target eventually. Weekly oscillators are set up for that. Yeah, it's very real. It's a very real possibility. And if you look at the monthly in long scale, it looks like there was not even a dump like that. like the monthly, man. Like log scale Bitcoin. Oops. Here we go. See, if you look in log scale, you're just gonna go probably, look, there's no overhead resistance on the monthly until $59,000. You test that and you break it. That's breaking a log scale 1.618 fib extension. The log scale golden mean ratio. That is huge. That was the target after the breakout, the back test, and the engulfing. October last year. That was the target. It was a measured move of the structure. 2.5 year large symmetrical triangle. The target was hit in the pullback. 3 months of selling, and now you're rallying. And if you break, I think the golden mean ratio is 61.421. I mean, you understand, dude, you don't even, you won't believe it. And I can't even really believe it, maybe. The log scale 2.618 fib extension is $389,000. Kind of like, I'll stick with linear scale ABCD. We'll still talk about $88,000, okay, as your target, your shorter midterm target, I guess, mid-long-term target. Dude, people are not selling. People aren't selling their cryptos. On-chain analytics is showing that. It's just not happening, man. And Ethereum became deflationary as of yesterday. Right, first day yesterday, it became deflationary. Bitcoin just hit multi-month highs, session highs, all highs. You know what I'm talking about. So let's go back to linear scale. Let's go back to the 4 hour, much less significant time scale, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful when momentum is bullish, right? Incessant buying. Yep. I'm not calling $380,000 Bitcoin. I'm just showing you what log scale is doing. It was the way we were looking at it beforehand, you know, long term. And I don't know. I mean, you break the 1618, what else is there besides like probably psychological resistance, you know, each 0 and 5. I mean, that's what Bitcoin did on the way up, right? Every time it just kept hitting, like it would blast through an area and you'd be like, wow, man, that was nothing. And then it would pull back to those levels, right? I mean, you think once you broke 20K, you went up to 23, 24K, held it for a while, and then ran up to 30K to 40K, then came back to 30K for a while, right? Then ran up. Once you broke that, you went up to 60K. I don't know, it's kind of all over the place, really. Yeah, I'm just happy about a lot of these altcoins, man. They were a lot clearer in ways than Bitcoin.
Zombie Chip $21. Thanks for all that you do to spread the knowledge of the THS noobs. Can we take a look at ADA/USD? Shout out to Lynette.
What's up, Lynette? Our zombie, thanks for the 21. We did already look at Cardano, but we'll look at it again, man, for you, okay? That not really, if you're talking about value, it's not at a value area at all. Like, this is extreme premium levels. You hit a 1414. It's technically in price discovery, but this is exactly where reversals can occur. There's a lot of downside if it does reverse. I mean, come back down to 242 again. Nothing actionable about it. But if it's going to continue to rally, I mean, your 1.618 is 337.
Great to see everyone making gains, so let's look at MakerDAO THX.
What's up, Rob, dude? Thanks for the 2021. Whatever that is, sure.
Is the 6.9 retrace Kappa. Kings bro.
What's up, Hot Carl? Thanks for the 420, dude. Thanks, man. So, I mean, if you want like more analysis on this, you can just rewind to the beginning of the stream. It was the fourth asset we looked at, I think. But again, if it's not at like value perceived areas that are strategic for a long, and how to set your stop loss up and take profits, it's really, there's not much I can really do on an asset, right? That has marked up from its low of July 21st to literally now. It's up 169%. You know, it's really hard for me to justify being like, oh, great time to long on Cardano, even though it could still just keep going insane. I'm not saying it can't do that, but we're trying to apply traditional technical analysis to an untraditional market where this asset's marked up tremendously already. There were times to legitimately be asking about Cardano for real longs, and the last time it maybe made sense was the most sense was August 17th, the back test of the inflection point as support with hidden bullish divergence. That was really good combo right there. I mean, you even had a chance, I guess, on the back test of the all-time high as support rallied, but it's not really ensured that it would keep going from here. So anyway, that's your Cardano. Yeah, man. There's been a lot of money to be made kind of recently. Again. So you gotta love it, man. Where a lot of altcoins are down today, you know, while Bitcoin does things, and that means we should probably take a look at.
Can we look at BondDesk on the Uniswap chart? It is also on Coinbase Pro but less history. Appreciate this stream as always.
Of course, yeah, we'll look at Bond. Thank you. Yeah, we'll look at it.
Hey Mitch, can you please check out ARDR? Thanks.
Sure, yeah, we'll look at it, Tom. Thank you for 20. Yep. So if we look at Bitcoin dominance, we can see, right, at a major, from the all-time low to the
10% as promised. Keep it coming. Happy Labor Day. Roll Tide. Thank you.
Smelly, thanks to the 40, dude. Roll Tide. Yeah, it was a great weekend. College football betting. Oh my god. Set myself up for the rest of the year right there. What's up, Jason, dude? Yeah, we'll look at V-Chain. Thanks, man. Yep. Okay, so talking about like from the all-time low on Bitcoin dominance to the highest high of the rally since then, you lost 88% of your value. Okay, so those are like definitely where reversals can happen. But when you're at reversal points, this is exactly what all the altcoins just did. Okay, think about it. They all had like their runs or whatever. They lost all their value. Not all of it, almost all of it. Deep value perceived areas, 88% sale on the altcoins. Remember, over and over and over, and now look at them 6 weeks, 7 weeks later. Well, this asset, Bitcoin dominance, you know, I mean, no one's trading this per se, but we're looking at it the way we might look at something traditionally. And it's showing an M-shaped formation at this deep value perceived area. So remember what happens? You get reactions, reversals. So these harmonics show up, and then, you know, you react, you get a first low, and then you get a second low, a confirmation low, and then big markups, big reversals occur. So this is a shark. So shark patterns, they either react at the 886 or it's in between the 886 and the 113% retrace. So if altcoins, market participants wanted to keep pumping altcoins, we could see this continue to sell off until 38.5, and that lines up with an inflection point or close to it from May of 2018, a swing low right there. So that's not out of the realm of possibility. It hasn't really reacted at the 88% retrace yet. Though on the daily, it does look like there is a little bit of MACD bullish divergence. So I don't, again, no one's actually trading this, so I don't know if it's going to play out. You know, it's kind of educational in a way, because this is exactly how we sized up all the altcoins, and they all played out like crazy. So you got to wonder, if this is presenting itself and it's about to react, reverse, maybe at a deep retrace area on a double bottom or something, that might be really good for Bitcoin, maybe not so good for alts. Maybe a lot of money starts flooding back into Bitcoin, not so much alts, right? What's up, Andrew P? Thanks for the 20. Sure, we'll look at Sia Coin. Sure. No problem, man. So Bitcoin pulled back somewhat. Got a size $52,720-ish. It's now at $52,400. A few $100 from the highs, with 51 minutes to go to the close. But you kind of get my thought process. I know if you've been like abiding by the principles taught here, you get what I'm talking about. For newer people, it might be a little, what's he talking about? Dude, once it clicks though, I mean, there are so many people that can attest to what all this stuff I'm talking about right now. People that invested in themselves for a while and it clicked, they would tell you like, oh, it makes plenty of sense right here, what we're just talking about. All right, so let's go. We got some more requests coming in. Okay, so that next request was. Oops. Maker DAO is die, right? No, Maker, dude, come on. What am I supposed to do here? Maker DAO. Is it die? Or is it maker? Or is it, what is it, you know? It's maker. It's just maker. Okay. What the heck, dude? Just be like maker, dude. Well, I mean, if anything, it's hit one of the targets from the bottom, right? From the bottom, it hit a target. It has recently done something. It's okay still. But dude, this was perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about, right? An asset from its previous discernible low to the high loses 88 to 100% of its value. Deep retrace areas like Bitcoin dominance, right? Then it creates an M-shaped formation. You have a reaction low and a confirmation low at the 886, higher low to boot, really good. And you broke above the major inflection point and you've been going nuts ever since, and you hit one of the targets up here. So reacted, and I have identified a bullish shark pattern. Wow, a 113% retrace shark too. Rallied, and it's just, look at this holding above the 200 moving average, like 3 different times now. Not really sure if it's going to actually continue upward, but momentum looks like it's shifting locally, right? From a low to the lowest low. Now all of a sudden higher lows. Could be like a small potential inverse head and shoulders right there. If it's gonna 4,067 again, 43.55, and if it ever breaks that, 46.74. You're well off of like reasonable entries for like the best value. You know that, right? These things have gone up a lot in value, but they may not be done. What's up, Bullish Wooly? Thank you, dude. One sec, sorry.
Tehran traditional, please.
Feeler, what was that? Sorry. Thanks for the 1,200 people here. How y'all doing? Sorry, we're just looking at some requests and stuff. Again, like, yeah, this is exactly where maybe if it holds on to this, it's gonna go to, I mean, maybe the second target, you know, of the much better setup than maybe that's going on right now. This would be continuation momentum stuff. So, all right, the next request was.
Would you ever do?
I've already done that. I have that.
Would be fun.
I do that on the anniversary of the 1929 crash, stock market crash in October. So it's coming. It is upon us. It'll be there. We'll be doing a Roaring 20 stream in October again. Okay.
Let me guess. Someone's DA
Check last year's.
0.00013655 BTC.
What is it? God, dude, there's this new like thing that does. It's maybe not new, but it's Skyrim and Sopranos mixed together with green screen stuff. It like I've laughed so hard, I almost peed my pants the first time I saw it. Anyway, Ulfric, thank you, dude. The Jarl of Whiterun or something. Thank you, dude. I don't even know that. Okay. What was the USDC? But it's not. I mean, this is the one I do the data on. It's beautiful. It held on. This is great, man. This is like, last time we looked at this, it was like, I don't know, man. If it holds this, you're in good shape. You're fine. You're safe. You're in bullish territory above 2670 to 2760. You're okay. The gray zone here, bullish. Below it, not bullish. You held. Then you rallied and made this local high or low right there. And now you're pulling back some, but eventually you're thinking, I mean, like the levels from history, 38 bucks and change up there. And you've like almost gotten there multiple times, but just failed. It's just very illiquid asset. So that's prone to happen, you know. But what's happening? Consecutive higher lows over and over and over again. Accumulation still going on this asset. And it's above a major inflection point. So, and come back down to what, anything above 2670 to 2760 is bullish, anything below it's bearish. And if this keeps up, it could very well see 38.74 and then $44 after that. That's it on Bond. I wish there was more to talk about. Already done this, man.
I put some Lithium America Core in my pension portfolio after you mentioned it. I'm up 20%, thanks Mitch.
Mendelson, thank you for the £5 Suba chat. Lithium's not going anywhere. Lithium is only going to be more needed in this electric vehicle meta shift we're witnessing in vehicles. And it's just like, you know, lithium everywhere. Probably not just, you know, cars. Probably eventually boats, spaceships, you name it, man. All kinds of stuff. Future. All right. Thanks, man. So next request was... Oh, it's an S-Coin. It's already pumped, dude. What do you want from me, man? Come on, dude. Never been here before, actually. It was kind of wild. I mean, that was cool in hindsight. That high from August 2020. Look how you tested it once in June and you bounced and made a higher low. It was an X, it was an A, it was a B, a C, and a D. It was an M-shaped formation like many other altcoins that at the pattern completion zone, the 88% retrace, the asset reacted, then it reversed on the higher low, and it's gone insane. It's just, there's nothing surprising with this asset, but it is the first time someone's ever requested it on the stream, so all I can do is look at things in hindsight, man. What do you want from me? Look what it did. Good God. The thing, this asset yesterday ran up and tested that candle, that 4-hour candle high close as resistance and then pulled back. See, the candle high close on the daily is at 52.9 cents. It closed below that too. Dang. All right. That visible only on the 4-hour. So I don't know, man. It's like there's kind of an inflection zone here, April, May, March, and then May that you're trying to hold. Maybe I don't see anything actionable on it right now. Not really. There was a time and a place for this one, and it was during the time and the place of all the others. God, where's the swing low? The scan weight? It's just kind of the same stuff. God, it was so deep there. It was just an M shape, not even a formal harmonic. Lost 94% of the time. M shape, reversed. Wow, everything was doing that. But there were way prettier ones than this one. But still performed very well. What's up, Steven? And thanks for the merchandise purchase. The canvas prints. Yep. Japanese candlesticks. Thank you, dude. Supporting the stream. Much love. Okay, so whatever. It's ARDR. Obviously, it's had a huge run up. So when assets have huge run ups, it's, you know, probably not very good to request because it's hard for me to apply traditional technical analysis for strategic entries, right? And strategizing stop losses. So, okay, next request was... You could have guessed. It's a pretty good one, man. It's been pretty good. Like many others. VeChain, right? It's obligatory.
VeChain doing things.
It broke out of its bull pull bull flag combination, and there in that combination there was hidden bullish divergence and development. It was above the 200-day moving average. It was beautiful. It was pausing after an impulse, and it's continuing, and it's now officially achieved the second target of this beautiful bullish bat pattern. Reaction low, reversal low, triple bullish divergence on the reversal low. It was a seminar on harmonics, right? This developed after an M shape, right? Another, like a major, large 200-day structure, right? Like just XAB, C, D. Look at that, 88% retrace. It created another M shape. So value on value with all the confirmation you could have ever dreamed of. This was identified. I mean, I'm here 7 days a week just about, right? And this stuff was happening in real time the days we were here. And they were brought up, they were mentioned, people were pinged. There's no way you were not informed on this at these levels if you were a member of this community. There's no way. You were sleeping or you weren't watching. That's it. So it's like now we're just in a really nice markup. And if you break C right here, right, the June 4th high, I think there's not really anything that exists on the daily until like 23 cents. Right? There's 20 cents psychological resistance. Okay, cool, dude. But talking about major real overhead resistance. Discernible swing highs in the daily, 23.4 cents, and then like 25 cents after that. So that's your V-chain. Like, cool. Yeah, it's really good stuff's happening long after really promising stuff developed at deep value perceived areas. Yep. Yeah, there's so much potential for lithium, dude. It's so early, too.
First time donating crypto. If it works, I will not super chat in the future. Neo/USDT.
My girl, that's what I'm talking about. That's the way it should be for everyone. If you can tip in crypto, you never tip in super chat again, because YouTube takes literally 30%, then the government takes 37%, and then what? You know, wow, left with the remnants of your contribution to the stream. But yeah, whatever you said, we'll do it. Neo, yes, we will. Trade setup, Neo, let's go. Our next request. Wow, they're piling on, chat. No, dude, 37% from the IRS. The government takes so much money. Like, takes so much money, dude. Tax brackets. Tax bracket connect. Okay, next request was... Come on, dude. Like, it's the same picture. It's Sia Coin. Someone requests a Sia Coin. It's like, dude, it's already picked. It's already done. We've already looked at it. We identified it at a major inflection point at deep value perceived areas, not once but twice. The confirmation low. Obviously, there was bullish divergence on the RSI. There was Class C divergence on the MACD. That was it, dude. The time was 9.62 tenths of 1 penny. It's been rallying. It's above the 200-day moving average now, and it's on its way to that area where no one would expect it, but it's a common retrace area for all assets, including crypto, right? 38% to 61% retrace from the high to the low, between 2.9 cents and 4.3 cents. You just can't be surprised, man. And then 618 seems like the most reasonable area, but you have this local high from March 21st you're right at. You break that, you're going to the next one right away, 3.2 cents, and then after that would be C. May 5th's high, the 618, 4.3 cents. That's it. So obviously you're well off the entry of the most strategic area along lowest risk, right? But still seems like there's probably more upside. So the ebbs and flows in between dictated by Bitcoin, but eventually taking you to the promised land. And if it starts getting real crazy, then the trend's real. Like part 2, Bitcoin's 100K, altcoin, Ethereum's 5K. and these altcoins going nuts, this could be seeing like the fib extensions all-time high, 7.9 cents, 9.8 cents. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's just like more probable the assets would see these levels maybe before reversing. Okay, so just you have your targets just in case it was hyper bullish and Bitcoin went to 100, 150 or more, right? These alts would be going up substantially too, most likely. Okay, see ya coin. See ya. Next request was an old trade setup that went quite well. Still okay, it's still hanging on. Shaquille O'Neal came on board. We were the smart money on this one, certainly. Shaquille O'Neal was the mid-range money whenever he came in. He's like, I'm gonna endorse this after it broke 170 or something. This thing is beautiful. I mean, the fireworks start if the asset ever breaks 260, but this was it, man. It's like, anything above 170 is really good, right? You're trying to regard the old double bottom confirmation line as support, and it does seem like you have triple MACD hidden bullish divergence in development, and maybe even an argument for some RSI hidden bullish divergence there. So if that all stays the same and keeps going that way, then it's being implied that water would be continuing upward to probably go test that 243 to 260 area, the top of the legendary bullish Gartley. It was textbook. It was so good, man. Inflection point, you ran up, you dumped, you lost all your value, and this was presented. Oh man, that was it. So, you know, it's no crypto gains or anything, but I mean, like, dude, come on. It's like 80-something% appreciation in value on this trade setup entry. I think that's pretty good, man. But this is what you're looking for. This is the context, I think, where you always want to see a Gartley develop in something like this. Look at the D point, the pattern completion zone of the Gartley happened to be a spring back test from inflection zone that goes back to 2016, 2017, 2018. It was, I think it even went back further. No, okay, never mind. I'm thinking about another asset. But yeah, this is spectacular, dude. So it's like some profit should have been taken on this, at least a little, just in case it rolled over here and went all the way back down to $1. But yeah, this to me still seems very good above 170. Really bullish. Okay. Yeah, Roaring 20 stream would be fun. We've done it before. We're gonna do it again, man.
Can you check ./USD? Polkadot.
So Super Trooper, we can't pull over anymore. We're already pulled over. Ursula. Thank you, dude. Yeah. But the next request was, it was Neo. Neo that's doing quite well. No, down today. But hidden bullish divergence was very real on the daily, like a lot of other ones. It was very, very real. Hidden divergence right there. Now you're above the 200-day moving average. Very, very good. And you're above 5850. It's just a high back from 2018. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, I think you're just really testing this May high and the June high like a lot of other ones. Once you break that, dude, that's not, I mean, so a candle high close from December 2017, $77. And then above that's $90, the high from April and May of 2018. And then forget about it after that. So what did it do? It lost 88% of its value from its previous discernible swing low on the daily, right? 88% of its value, it reversed, it worked, reversed, and then it, reacted, then it reversed. Okay, double bottom down there at the pattern completion, 88% retrace. There was bullish divergence down there to boot, and it's rallying. And so the momentum is good. I think eventually there's more upside on this asset. No problem. 77, 90, 108, 136. all targets, all potential reversal areas. It's wonderful. It was really the 4 hour that stuck out is incredible, right? It was a very real looking confirmation low that wasn't really that discernible on the daily, but it was definitely there. Hidden bullish divergence on the second low that happened to be higher than the previous low. It was actually close to the same, but slight accumulation, and it's broken out. It's well off the entry the trade set up, and I think it could very well go to much higher prices. Once it breaks through A and C, it's off to the races. 77.90 and beyond. Okay, NEO. Great. Looks like maybe a crab right here. You could react for a little bit before going higher. Trends very bullish, momentum's very bullish, sentiment's very good for crypto right now, in case you haven't noticed. Oh wow, did we get 700 likes, really? Dang man, thanks for the 710 likes. Thanks to the 1,100 people still here. Look, we're getting through requests. People are doing requests. Well, what do you want? Like Bitcoin is at 52,590. I have my eye on it almost all stream. I'm always looking at it. So if it's going to session highs, we're going to roll back to it. But it's just right around there, and there's still 30 minutes till the daily close. Bandman Dan completes the trilogy. Can you check out every S coin starting from ADA and end on ZIL? Thanks, he says. Okay, I guess so, man. All right, here we go. Done. It's over. Just looked at all of them. Okay, next request. Caught up. We've caught back up, man. Man, it's one that's been killing it, man. It's been doing really, really well. Which one have I been looking at, though? This is the one. Yep, it's beautiful. So this was the one where, you know, it was a textbook bullish shark. There was a falling wedge. It broke a supply line, and then it butted up against an inflection point. And if it broke that inflection point, then back tested it as support. And after it confirmed that what was once a resistance became support, it rallied on up to the next inflection point, clear as day. It reacted a couple times, pulled back, but then eventually busted through. And the target on this asset undeniably is $40. $40, one's waiting if they're in on this. They just wait till 40. So it's like and this is what we talked about, anytime this asset back tested or broke above 2750, the asset goes up 49% in 24 days, 70% in 9 days, 84% in 23 days. So I mean, like, talk about, okay, we're on the way. It's a work in progress. How much appreciation and value will you see above this inflection point this time? And how much appreciation and how much time? We're going to find out. It's on its way. It's not done yet, but it's certainly not a strategic entry now. You're in the dead middle of a range. You're between two inflection points. So that's like the worst area to be taking longs ever, right? In the middle, because this thing could come all the way back down and just barely touch 27.50 and then run to $40. And you entered in the middle and you get stopped out, hits the value area, then runs to what you thought it could do, right? So you got to be cognizant of the context of the situation, and this is the dead middle of two inflection points. Bitcoin was very close right there to hitting its highest high of the day. It looks like it's about to. We're looking like Bitcoin's continuing to pump its power hour, chat. Power hour is upon us. Last 30 minutes, actually. So just hanging out. I mean, dude, I've been live for an hour and a half now. So like, and we've looked at a decent amount of assets today, right? Hard to argue with that. So I'm just, I don't know if it's a run at the clock situation. I don't know if, I mean, there's still 27 minutes. So it's, you know, and the stock market's closed today. So we can't look at the, so it's just hard to kill this much time. Another 27 minutes. So very good though. And now you're seeing like, as Bitcoin pumps to its session highs, Ethereum is actually selling off. Yes. I mean, somewhat. I mean, it's saying it's not following Bitcoin at all right now. It was right before the stream started, but now is right around where the last 4 hour candle opened. So there you go. And a bearish bat on Ethereum to Bitcoin. So there could, so Ethereum might stop outperforming Bitcoin for a little bit while you react to the pattern completion zone of the bearish shark on Ethereum to Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you that real quick as I'm about to hear the beep, about to hear the Butler Bell chat. Whoa, that's amazing, dude. That is incredible stuff right there. Patrons, this was posted earlier. Like, it wasn't even like this. It was just kind of like pulling back a little bit. Now it's dumping for real. Right there at a pattern completion zone of a bearish bat pattern. So you pull back, you'll probably make a higher low and then run again. But for now, it is reacting quite well, perfectly at the PCZ of the, again, bearish bat pattern. Beautiful. Bitcoin did just hit session highs, did just hit multi-month highs, $52,800. Whoa, sorry, I get really like excited about when assets respect the TA like this, so, you know. And so since then, we just pulled back. Now we're lower than we were before I came to this chart. So trying to catch my breath for a second. That was terrible. It's always in through the nose, out through the mouth. Dump it, chat. Dump it on Ethereum to Bitcoin. Didn't it make sense though? We're at an 88% retrace on Bitcoin dominance. At an 88% retrace, a major 88% retrace. So it's either here or the 113%, 88%. This could be it. I mean, there's seller exhaustion on Bitcoin dominance. Imagine this being where the reaction occurs. If it did react here, your target's 44% market cap dominance. It's just the high from May of 2018. So it wouldn't be that weird, or that wouldn't be out of that realm of possibility. One space stream like 3 or 4 days ago. Okay, dude. So I don't know. I mean, there's 23 minutes. A lot can happen in a 23-minute period, especially when it's at the end of the day when Asia's waking up. As you can see, it's gonna be a multi-month high again at the close unless something insane happens. I teased Ole Miss. Got him at like minus. Oh, I got him at plus half a point, and I got Notre Dame at -1. Teased those two for the Sunday, Monday. Very, very light though, just entertainment bet, you know. So I was lucky to win last night. Notre Dame almost completely choked. That was, if you watch college football, that was one of the most endearing things I've ever seen, ever. Like watching the game. Milton, that quarterback, when he came in, that was so amazing. I didn't even care. I was like, man, if he could just win the game, that'd be like, I care about my bet. That was so cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even know how I missed that. What the heck? It was so weird. Let's see. BAX. BABB. I mean, there's BABB to Bitcoin. Oh, there we go. There's BABB to Tether. Okay, on KuCoin. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you don't think you care. It was beautiful, dude. I don't even remember the last time I was here, but this was a beautiful rounding structure. Momentum was shifting here, and it got back above the inflection point. So thanks for requesting it again. You might have been the person that requested it back in early August, but a nice bull pull bull flag broke out. Dude, this thing was great. This thing was not bad at all, dude. So some sort of bull pull bull flag breakout, and now you're above the inflection point. Anything above 8.5 100ths of 1 penny, not 1/10. This is worthless. I think anything above this, I think your next target is 1.1 tenths of 1 penny at candle high close from May 26th. I think that would probably be the next reasonable target above this level. But yeah, so you have a breakout today. And you could say, not sure if hidden bullish divergence because you didn't even have negative momentum down here, but you definitely, your negative Momo rounded off, and now it's positive again for the first time since August 25th. So it looked good at one point, and here we are, much later, looking at it again, and it's playing out because it looked great before. Beautiful. Bruh, I literally just said I teased Ole Miss and Notre Dame together for just an entertainment bet. I got them at plus half a point. So it's like whatever. I think it's plus half a point. Be sure to join the Discord. What are y'all doing? Not in the Discord. Let's get 14,000 members. God, it's been like forever since we've leveled up over 1,000. Here's the link to the Discord. Join it or be destroyed. Thank you. Why would the engine targets not be valid, dude? Just wondering. What would be the reason why engine now all of a sudden the targets from discussed literally yesterday would just not be a thing anymore? What happened? So it's like you're asking this question, you keep asking it, and it's like I'm gonna call you out and be like, what would be the reason why they're not valid now? Oh, nice. There you are. To see some of the people over here. I'd probably say at this point, you're talking about trade setup, it was probably just a huge Bitcoin position I had and liquidated and put it straight into real estate that's income producing. So that was, and guess what? I mean, it's funny because now Bitcoin's only like $4,000 away from like when I liquidated. But it did, be fair, it did go down to like 29.5 soon after. So it's like, I have reaccumulated, okay, during this time, so with other money. But I now own a nice piece of real estate that makes money monthly. So it's like I'm just further diversifying. So I would say that was probably the best trade, maybe. It started last year and it was a long trade. It was Bitcoin though. It was like I was gonna secure. Didn't know what was gonna happen. Oh, El Salvador just bought another 200 Bitcoins. They now own 400 Bitcoins, chat. More. That's right, Gucci man. More. Where's the meme of the Sith Lord? Or what's his name? Kylo? Yes. Pump it. Oh man, don't feel too bad, man, on those people with more subs. Most likely don't. They're not at the same level on the other side of success. So, So it's like, chat, what would you rather have like too many followers or a lot of money? More money than any of those people with lots of followers. Which one would you rather have? You'd probably pick the money, right? So, hey, everything's good, man. I don't mean to speak for everyone. I don't know, some people might. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's like growing in subs and all that would be great and all, but dude, there's just like where the success is for us is monetary. It's not in sub count. So dude, TA has been like unbelievably respected. Just like, it's like, this is what we study. This is what all these geniuses for 100 plus years have researched and put their life into, and now we're applying it and putting it all together in our own way, in our own system here, and it's playing out flawlessly, almost suspiciously too perfectly. Just kidding. It makes too much sense why it plays out like this way. Okay. I don't know, maybe the link has expired. I could definitely understand why. We haven't created a new Discord link in a while, so. I still own the other property, Angel. So I still have a yard guy who is normally during autumn or spring the leaf blower guy. So, no, we're good. He's still employed by me. He's still making money. He has not lost his job, okay? And people keep saying that because I moved. I didn't sell. I rent that other property out too now. So it's like, everyone's good, man. Everyone was concerned for him. Like, genuinely. It's like, dude, we're fine. All right, is that a new link? Yeah, that is. Okay. All right, it's repinned, the new one. All right, anyway, going back to... Oh, dude, what about, like, Bitcoin? No one even cares about Bitcoin Cash, huh? I mean, momentous breakout of the bull pull bull flag. I loved the higher low on the 4 hour right here. Patrons were pinged literally, like, a 24-hour period before the major breakout. You were pinged on this, and it was like, hey, you've been warned. It's like the weather channel, but for freaking breakouts in momentous conditions. That's what the Patreon is in a lot of ways. Yeah, they're trade setups, but it's also like, hey, man, you're just being alerted to critical situations on individual charts. That's what happens in the Patreon. That's what you become way more informed because, like, I'm scanning charts by myself, and then I'm letting you know, like, what's happening, and you're getting alerted to it. You're like, dang, oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, I didn't know that. Now I'm informed. And you're going about your life, and you're doing your things, and I'm doing this thing so you don't have to, in a lot of ways, all right? More Discord link spam. All right, you know where this is probably headed, right? Probably headed 850, 874. Why? You gotta look left. Go all the way back to July of 2018, a major inflection point where a real big reversal happened a couple times. And support too. If it ever 874 has acted as support a couple times and been insane markups to what 1179. So that's probably where this asset's at 850, 874, your next target. You ever break that, good God, look out, 1179. It's done it before. Could very well do it again, man. Yep, Bitcoin Cash. It was beautiful. And here we are, your session highs again. Only 13 minutes to go, chat. We're making it. I'm trying to run out the clock to get there. Yeah, it's okay. It's looking fine. GRT, dude, 133 to 150 minimum target. It's been that way. Nothing's changed. People are just freaking out because it didn't do what all the other ones did. But just wait. Just wait. Some of these coins in these conditions, have a way of catching up really fast. Imagine like being in GRT for so long and then just exiting around now, right? Because of a scam wick or something. It's like, what? You must have conviction in your trades. Dude, no way. That's... Okay, I thought we were closer to 1,000 likes. Never mind, someone said 1,000 likes. So it's... Dude, we hit 1,100 likes yesterday and we only have 790 likes now. We could easily get 1,000, so... Yeah, why not look at storage? It's like, there's another one. People just like, they hate it, man. They're like, oh, can't believe this. It's like, how could you have problems with storage? Yeah, that daily candle close yesterday. That's a certain textbook bearish pin bar shooting star reversal. It is, but the conditions are really bullish. You've legged up. We identified that leg up. Let's just find this real quick, okay? I need to kind of see what's happening. So you've hit a 382. You have. I swung for the fence on this one so I could have a really nice looser stop so I didn't get scammed out. Okay, so we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Patience though. All is well. Right, storage, August 25th, entry 136-ish, stop loss below the confirmation line, the inflection point, right? You understand why the entry was there, why the stop loss where it was, right? Because below that, I don't want anything to do with it. It was just successfully back testing the 200-day moving average and the inflection point as support, okay? So it's like, having a stop down there, I can't take profit at 186 where it is right now, where we knew it was an inflection point. It was some sort of inflection point. You couldn't take profit there because it would not have yielded you a 3-to-1 reward to risk. You got to have 3-to-1, okay? So the target, the first target, the trade setup, still has not yet been achieved. Patience. The patient man or woman wins, prevails. 220, right? So it's like, we're on our way, man. Just patience. Patience. And look at the nice reaction after the shooting star, complete kind of rejection. If you add these two candles together, it's literally just a long-legged doji indecision candle after a nice green candle. So no problem there, dude. Still above the demand lines. Everything is fine on storage. Beautiful, yeah. It's on the way. 220 will see you there in time if one's patient or continues to stay patient. And if people like missed out on some of these gains and stuff because they were impatient, hopefully you're learning a lesson, right? Like, dang man, you must take the mistakes you made, got to really focus and hone in on what you did, why you did it. Was it the market that played you, or was it you playing the market? Because it is you playing the market when you have an entry set up, a stop loss set up, and take profits set up, right? You set them up for strategic reasons. You have your conviction, all right? And if it's on the way, and say it went up to 186 and then dumped like this and pull back, and you sold here before it hit the targets, all of a sudden you really only had like a 2-to-1 reward to risk trade, which in the long run, you could get wrecked on that. You have to win half your trades for that. So, I mean, one would still be in on this even after this craziness and not worried about the noise within GRT. Same thing, all kinds of noise on GRT, but still well above the inflection point that makes any sense. Still bullish, hidden bullish divergence. The daily's developed now. One still just holding, waiting. So play the market. Don't get played by the market. These wicks are testament to you getting played by the market. You reacting or making decisions or taking trades or exiting trades based on price action between the entry, stop loss, and take profits. Now sometimes, I mean, you can understand, sometimes maybe the conditions are not so bullish, or you may not even know what trend that it's in, but you're taking a 4-hour trade and all of a sudden like bearish divergence starts showing up really bad, you know, and it could be in a bear trend. Sometimes one can improvise based on that stuff, but normally on something like this where the assets in a long-term uptrend had an 88% retrace, a complete reset of the trend, but still bullish. Nah, man, not on something like this. It's such a huge structure, 200-day structure, and like, you know, from May to August, that inverse head and shoulders. So it's just patience. Okay, normally you gotta have complete conviction. That's what you're doing. And no emotions, right? You understand if it failed, oh, whatever, man. It's not like the system sucks. It's just like this time it didn't play out. But many other times it has played out. Oh no, Rocket stomped out. But what, KNC and YFI and all these others, like hitting targets. Beautiful. All right, we got less than 7 minutes till the close, just running out the clock. We are in... run out the clock offense. Okay, so we're just running the ball, playing really conservative before we take the knee. The other team has no timeouts. So above that 618, it's crazy. You know, it doesn't even, it's not really relevant, but you did in fact break the 618 and actually somehow back tested it as support today. And after you back tested it as support, that was the lowest low you saw of the day, that 618 on the dot, pretty much $51,069, and you've rallied and you hit session highs from that low. It's pretty interesting. Correlation to some fib node that you just broke above, where the next fib node doesn't exist until $57,125, and overhead resistance is the same situation. There's no major overhead resistance until the same price, 57 and change. All right, 5 minutes chat. What do I do for 5 minutes? Dude, we looked at a lot of things today. Yeah.
Tell on Coin, please.
Okay. Thank you, Bullish Willie. Yep. Oh, it was amazing. When we did look at it, it was bouncing on the 200 moving average. Did it again. Inflection point, 1.7 cents. Look how you back tested and as support like the Jesus. You rallied, making higher lows, losing negative momentum, just up against a candle low close from May 23rd. I think once you break that, target will be like 3.1 cents. I get it. So you got this high, the local high you just created, but this is the same situation. From the low to high, you lost 88% of your value, and you're reversing there, right? So, yeah, I think there's more upside on this asset. 3.1 cents, 3.8 cents. You ever break 3.8 cents, you're going up to almost 6 cents. You could, go 50% in value, 40% in value if you break 3.8 cents, that high from May and June that a lot of assets are testing now. Some are below, some are way above. This one's way below those levels. So vastly underperforming many other assets on this market so far, but in an uptrend, making consecutive higher highs, higher lows. I think that 3.1 cents eventually could be tested, then 3.8, then maybe 6 cents if it breaks, 3.8 cents breaks. So Smiley, dude, you're still session top. Dude, I hated the lines this week. God, I already talked to my buddy about it. I'm just like, even teased, I don't like them. I'm going to do some research, I guess. But dude, just straight out the gate, normally there's a couple I like, but this week I'm like, what? And it's week 2, so I'm just really not that intrigued. I mean, it might be a no play this week. Might just need to sit and watch and learn some more about the teams. You know, it was such a weird year last year. A lot of people left, people transferred, right? I mean, like, God, UCLA's good now because they have like record where they have the highest amount of transfers of all teams. Like, they've beaten LSU. Like, they probably had to do something with their transfers. But even Tennessee got a stud quarterback, you know? Like, what? Anyway, so I'm just wish I had one for you right now, but I don't actually. Alan Pace, thanks for the $5 super chat. Yeah, you too. Happy Labor Day. Bye. Laboring on Labor Day is the way, dudes.
Thanks, Mitch. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love your live streams.
Oh, thank you, Bullish Willie. You enjoy the rest of your day as well. The day is... it's waning. And if you're talking about universal time, there's only 1 minute and 39 seconds until it's over, dude. Whoops, no graphics, sorry. So we did it. All right, so yeah, Tell looks fine. And if you can really break this 2.4 cent area, boom, 3.1, 3.8, 5.9. All right. Back to Bitcoin, 1 minute. Till your highest daily candle close since May 11th. But that was the same case yesterday, right? Hanu, Jay, thank you so much for joining the Patreon right now. Please be sure to see the Patreon Discord. You gotta do that, man. Be in the Discord. That's where the trade setups are, the education, the community, all that, dude. Okay, thank you, man. Oh, by the way, we're over 1,000 patrons again, chat. We did it. So that's now 9 months in a row. 9 months in a row of over 1,000 patrons. Nigerian scammer on YouTube again, dude. Yeah. Probably spent like 3 hours doing this. Alright, chat, we've done it. A new day has been born. Multi-month highs confirmed on Bitcoin again. And a back test of the 618 somehow. Crazy. Did it, man. There's no resistance really, like no overhead resistance until 57.5.
Take a look at the spread on Will Be. It's pumped again today. Have you gotten any targets?
So dude, Casper, I don't know, dude. Anonymous things are 28. Casper, wasn't that? Whatever. Oh, actually, interesting. Casper, yeah, I mean, target. I like the higher low here locally. If this thing's gonna continue its run, I think 30 cents. Just a candle high close on the daily from June 20th. That's all. If this thing's gonna actually, if it broke upward, sold off, and is now confirming a higher low than the previous low, and even locally another higher low, so even more accumulation, and it just engulfed bullishly. Oh, I don't even know, dude. This is weird. This says there's 15 hours left on this candle. It's weird. I don't get this. Anyway, so if this is gonna keep making higher lows and it's gonna run up again, you're probably good to target 30 cents, and that's doubling in value. I mean, look, let's say that you have the local high from recently, 18.37 cents will be tested. If you break that, then probably 30 cents. If you wanted targets for upside, that's it. There you have it, man. It's pretty terrible though, compared to mostly everything else, right? Everything else is outperforming this one. Yep. I think that was the last request, right? That was the last request. Nice. Okay, so I definitely want to watch this football game that I think is starting soon, if it hadn't already started. No, it's supposed to start like now, like at any time. Storage, oh my god, dude, storage is pumping on the new day. I've seen that before. This is a rerun of a stream, dude, right? Yeah, just wait, dude. Once this breaks, it's a candle high close on the daily from March 23rd. Once that breaks, dude, boom, 220, fast. Good stuff. All right. Well, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Labor Day. I think I'm going to my parents, eat some ribs, and watch some football. You know, do what you're supposed to do on Labor Day. Okay. So I really, really appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Where momentum is still really strong in crypto. Inflection points have been broken on many assets. There could be a lot more upside. Probably depends on Bitcoin, but where Bitcoin is, there's no nothing implying major downside here, even though it's always possible. Really every time scale that is significant, whether it's the daily, the 3-day, the weekly, or the monthly, all of the relative strength indices are in the bullish control zone right now. You're above inflection points. Your MACD is set up for higher prices. Everything looks good now. I mean, technically. So storage is attempting to break out again right now. And again, you saw the first target. It was already presumed. It was $20 or $2.20. Let's see what happens. Today could be the day, man. All right. Thank y'all for everything. Really appreciate y'all. I know I kind of went off on someone in the Patreon today that, I think I probably handled it the wrong way in hindsight, looking back on it. But General Spaz, you're out there, man. I do apologize for handling it that way, and I'll do better next time, like I have in the past, to keep it, calling out in private as it probably should be done. So I don't know if he's even watching. He might have quit the community at this point from that, but just know, man, I want to preserve the quality of that Patreon chat, and the more charts the better, the less random weird talks about your bowel movements or whatever. Just think about the Citadel Patreon chat as like, come on, man, as much education as possible. And you talk in general if you want to talk like that, talk about everything. And you're really chatty, you got a lot of coffee, and you go to general chat, dude, but let's keep Patreon chat as qualitative as possible, That's it. All right. Love y'all. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. A.
join.